Hello everyone and welcome back to Crypto Atlas. In this video, I'm going to focus on the 3 new coins that have just been added to Coinbase Pro. These being ANKR, CRV, and STORJ. So we're going to go ahead and dive right into the charts here, and I don't want to waste any of your guys' time. We're going to take a look, and I'm going to do some technical analysis in this and let you guys know what price ranges I am in consideration on this, what my perspective is on it as well, and then you guys can make your own decisions. I feel like I'm about to sneeze. All right, maybe not. It felt like it there for a second. So guys, first off, I'm not a financial advisor. Just a quick little disclaimer with that. If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe for more cryptocurrency news and technical analysis. Also, if you guys can hit that like button, it helps me with the YouTube algorithm. It does help me and my channel and the discoverability with this and be greatly appreciated. So please don't forget to hit like and click the bell icon so you know whenever we have a new video. Let me know if you guys are interested in any one of these projects, how you feel, if there's any major news. This video, I'm just trying to do TA and try and keep it very clean and to the point. So first up, I love my Fibonacci sequences, so I'm going to go ahead and draw a quick diagram like this. Now, although this did get listed on Coinbase, you guys may or may not have noticed, I'm actually using the chart in reference to that of Binance because I want to have more track record history. If we actually pull this up on TradingView under Coinbase, you're only going to see like 1 or 2 days of the actual candles, and there's nothing that I can really base that off of. So as you guys can see here, this has actually progressively over time began to start to go on a little bit of a run here. Some major spikes going on. Also, it looks like a pump and dump type situation until we actually get over here towards around March 7th. And then this starts making a nice rally. This is for ANKR, by the way. I'm also going to go ahead and head on over to CoinMarketCap because I want you guys to see how much is in circulation for this. So we're going to pull up ANKR right now. And for ANKR, it's got 10 billion total supply. So again, well, not again, but you know, I talked about this in my previous videos and things. If you're thinking like a Doge kind of thing, like, oh, what if this went to $1? It's only 12 cents right now. Okay, so for it to do that, that means for a $1 valuation of the current circulating supply, which is about 7 billion right here, right? You're going to need to have $7 billion of investment into this. As it is right now, we're sitting at $829 million with already factoring in that we've gone up 35% in a single day, which is a huge, substantial increase. So does this have potential to go towards $1? Yes. Is it going to be harder for it to go to $1 than another cryptocurrency that has less circulating supply? Yes, this is also going to be harder in that regards. But you got to think about use case. How many people are actually looking into using these kinds of cryptocurrencies? As of right now, with its launch on Coinbase, this one seems to be a big key highlight as far as a mover for the day. So if anything, you definitely want to keep your eyes peeled for that regardless. Okay, so now heading back over to the chart itself, looking at ANKR, as you guys can see, fitting pretty well within these Fibonacci sequences right here. It actually had a rise all the way up here, bouncing off of that established one that we just now set. So that's a high point, right? With this retracing back, where could we see it drop down to? First off, let's keep an eye on 10 cents. Obviously a key psychological level, and it also fits well in the Fibonacci sequence here. Down below that, we're going to have it at a little under 9 cents, sorry, about 8.5, 0.084. Below that, the 21 EMA is going to be at 7 cents. That would fully invalidate this previous daily candle, and we do have moments like that where it's a pump and dump type situation. It looks like it is progressively having some gains. The volume itself even having a little bit more of an uptick here in the last couple days there. As far as the RSI goes, it does show that it's a bit in the overbought territory, but as it's in this big bull run territory, big bull run right now, I'm kind of talking fast. I don't know if you guys can tell. Then this starts to get a little bit invalidated. So this is looking absolutely great. Don't worry so much about this unless it all starts to go sideways for a bit and then it starts making these moves. Then you want to start to pay a little bit more attention on the RSI side. Technicals are suggesting a strong buy. Things are looking pretty darn well. I would expect there to be some pullback, more likely because of how exponential this rise was as of previous day for the daily candle close. Now, if it does decide to rally up further either today or very shortly thereafter in the next couple days and have a further continuation on, we're going to see some resistance again here at 13 cents. Beyond that, it starts to get pretty steep. I mean, the next major zone from a Fibonacci perspective, that's all the way up to 20 cents. I would look at 15 cents as a psychological level and then pass them beyond that up there to the almost 21 cents, 0.2085, right? Beyond that, I mean, again, it's going to be a huge climb, pushing 33 cents. And if it makes a rally towards 50 cents in just a couple days, guys, more than likely you're going to have a huge sell-off. And it's going to be one of these super big pump and dump type situations. When you have lower market cap coins, this is what typically happens. Okay, so that was with ANKR. Now let's go take a look at Curve, CRV. CRV. C'est la vie, CRV. Let's go ahead and use Binance once again for this. I'm going to go ahead and zoom on out. And wow, that is one massive looking cup and handle pattern. Look at that right there, guys. That's actually a very bullish sign. So if that does play out, that could be absolutely crazy. That would be absolutely crazy. Okay, so this is CRV. Let's go ahead and go take a look over on the CoinMarketCap side what CRV is being on the circulating supply. They've got 256 million for circulating supply. Interesting. Total supply is actually 1.4 billion. We got 3.3 billion for the max supply. So right now, it's in a pretty interesting point in time to where before it starts dumping a bunch more of these coins on the market, it could potentially have some volatile movements going on. It is at $2.42, so do keep that in mind. I'm going to go ahead and once again set up my Fibonacci retracement, or my Fibonacci sequence right here, right? Whoops, did that the wrong way. All right, so let's go and get this lined up a little bit better here for you guys. I'm going to try and get this a little bit more coincided, looking at that more as like just a temporary type moment. And then we drop ourselves down right here, and things start to match up just a little bit more. Okay, that looks like that's pretty good. So we're going to go ahead and zoom in now a little bit more on the charts here. I should probably actually make this a save. I don't know if the other one saved. I hope it did. And you guys take a look. Technical radar suggesting neutral position. The RSI is in a median spot. I mean, this is like dead on in the center right there for 50. So that's pretty crazy. If this makes a move, first off, it's underneath the 21 EMA. It did have one daily candle closure. So we're going to see some resistance. As you can see, actually, we zoom in here. It did bounce off that 21 EMA. Right now, it's trying to recover and once again push beyond that. So that is at $2.44, which is very close to the Fibonacci sequence as well, $2.45, almost $2.46. If it can manage to break above that and continue to head on up, guys, well, then we're going to be mainly looking at the Fibonacci point at $3.03. I'm taking a look right here, just kind of seeing if there's a little bit of some similarities going on. And with these wicks that are going off on the top, it's a bit hard to try and manage seeing some actual key definitive points. So as it is, there's potentially going to be some level resistance right about here. And that's looking like that's at $2.85. So I'm going to go ahead and get that saved once again. $2.85. Look beyond that, $3.03. Manages to keep climbing, then we'd be looking at $3.77. If this decides to drop down, then we do see levels going to be at down here at $2.05. A substantial decline. I mean, we're actually seeing another major level of support right here. So I would keep an eye on this point at $1.92. And then a significant level decline would be at $1.64. And get this saved once more. And then look at the last one. The last one we got is STORJ, which is interesting because I was looking at that as a project several years ago. STORJ. We're going to measure this compared to the dollar. This is through Kraken. Wow, absolutely massive candle that happened. Look at that, guys. That was a couple days ago. That wasn't in the last 24 hours. But March 23rd, this thing just absolutely skyrocketed, and it does look like a very much a pump and dump type situation, as you guys can see the sell-off going on there. However, it held itself pretty well the day afterwards. Next day, though, it's still starting to see some more selling pressure. And if it does drop down, let's go ahead and take a look at what levels that those could be for that. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get this zoomed out just a bit more and get that nice and lined up for us. All right. And I also want to take a look, as I'm sure you guys are also curious since I did the other ones, how much does this one have for a circulating supply? 253 million. Total supply, 424 million. So there's not exactly a lot that's really there for this to be able to be accessible to, right? $1.37 seems like this is a pretty darn good price point for this thing. Absolutely awesome. STORJ. All right. So let me actually talk about some of these other things first. Technical radar suggesting a buy. The RSI is leaning more towards the overbought territory, which makes sense because we just had this crazy random green candle shoot up right there, right? So on the way up, you guys, we're going to have resistance here at $1.63. Beyond that previous high, that's at $2. Beyond $2, look at $2.50, and then 308 is going to be on the Fibonacci sequence. You know, obviously, you got $2.50, you got $3, $3.50, $4. All that's the key basic psychological stuff. Fibonacci point of view, $3.08. It's $3.08 is going to be the next major zone there. If this decides that it wants to go down, which it is at the moment, you can actually see that it even had a little bit of a bounce off going on right here on the Fibonacci. That's at $1.34. Further levels would drop it down to $1.14. And then on the 21 EMA, $1.03. And then beyond that, that's basically right on that Fibonacci sequence once again as a reference point, and that's 95 cents, 0.9444 roughly, right? The volume is pretty lackluster as far as the last 2 days in comparison to that big spike, but there's still more than what we saw over these previous daily candles. And keep in mind, this is now on Coinbase, so it does have an opportunity to have more of a market for tapping into it. So that's going to go ahead and do it for this episode, guys. This is still looking bullish. It may have a further pullback down, so do be cautious with that. Keep an eye on what's going on with Bitcoin and Ethereum. I always use those as my main focal points. If there's some major news that's coming up, then, you know, potentially you could see something happen with the cryptos. But I think one of the most noticeable things is when news comes out of nowhere, right? It's not like, hey, there's a rumor this is gonna, when it just, boom, it comes out and it's hot on the market. That's a really key time where I've seen a lot of sizzle taking place. So I have referral links in the description if you guys want to check those out for different things like Coinbase, Gemini. You can earn some bonus cryptos there. With BlockFi, you can earn up to $250 of bonus cryptocurrencies through my referral link. And then I've also got Webull and Robinhood. If you want to use those, you can earn some free stocks. So I got a bunch of stuff in there. I have an NFT art for sale as well if you guys want to check that out. And please don't forget to subscribe. I do cover Bitcoin and Ethereum in a separate video. I also do playthrough series of a cryptocurrency game called Decentraland if you guys want to check that out. And let me know in the comments what you guys think about these coins, which one you're the most excited for. And yeah, I guess that's basically it. Thank you all so much for being here. Appreciate all of your support, and I'll see you in the next episode.